Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I'm Major Mohammed Ali Shah, and I'm very happy to have with us right now extremely special guest who is very, very dear, in fact, to my heart, I would say, because he's someone's journalism who has I've really admired. He has been in a state which is very, very dear, very, very close to my heart. Manipur, when Manipur was like really burning from day one, he has been giving out reports and balanced reports from both Cookie side and the Maite side, and not favoring any tribe, community, the caste, creed, region, religion, nothing. Just plain and simple the truth because he really cares. He really wants peace to come to a beautiful place like Manipur, like most of us care. And yes, I would say introduce him as a star journalist, and we all have admired his videos. We have seen him risk his life. He was stuck in the crossfire as well, and we have seen all that. We have seen it with our own eyes. But anyway, without further ado, let me welcome a very, very dear friend, I would say, Tamal Saha. Tamal bhai, Jai Hind, and thank you very much for taking your time, brother.
Jai Hind, and wish you a very happy Independence Day to all your viewers as well. Um, yeah, it feels, first of all, thank you for that lovely introduction. And it also talks a lot about the state of journalism that we have all, in a way, settled with, where a journalist being introduced as independent, fearless, um, finally constructs the introduction. I believe every journalist should be that, and it is like part of you, and that should not be your introduction at all. And the other thing, Major Saab, do not allow a journalist to become a celebrity ever, because the moment you allow that to happen, the first victim would be a story. So don't allow me to be the celebrity out here. I have just done what is my job, to be fair to the story and to be fair to the issue, which is extremely sensitive. I think that is my job. If somebody is not doing it, it is not a motivation for me. What motivates me is what I should do, and don't ever make a journalist a celebrity. I think that as a mistake India has done for too long and way too many times, and that's the reason we do not get to see good stories. You make one individual so big that journalism takes a backseat. No, we are not actors, we are journalists.
Very well said, brother. Very well said. And I'm truly amazed, humbled, and I connect with you on that so well. Yes, you are right. Never let a journalist become a celebrity because it has happened. We'll not take names, but we have seen it happen, and then the story suffers. And that is so a very, very good tip you have already given to so many people who would aspire to be like you and aspire to become journalists, and to me as well, in fact, for that matter. Tamal bhai, let's start from the very beginning about your journey into Manipur, in fact. So, when this violence broke out, and how did you come to know, and when did you come to know, and how did you decide on traveling into Manipur, and what are the administrative and the logistics arrangements you made? I would not ask you which the destination of the places you, for example, the city's name, but feel free if you don't want to share the destination name, you feel free. But I would like to know what was the bandobast that you made when you got to know when you were going there.
Well, Major Saab, I think as a journalist, what I have always followed is my instinct. Now, I won't say that day first incident happened in Manipur, I had reached there. No, you also have to understand that I have become quote unquote independent, a journalist only after 31st of May. With all due respect to all the organizations I worked with in the past, but this Independence Day actually feels different for me. It feels special to be an independent journalist and celebrate the 77th year of my country's independence. It is a different connect altogether. But to go back to your question, on 3rd of May, when the first incident happened, yes, I'm a journalist. I'm supposed to know it, and I learned about it. But then thereafter, there has not been an opportunity for me to go there. So I remember after 31st of May, or I think before 31st of May, little before 31st of May, I started tweeting about it. And then after 31st of May and after Balasore happened, mid of June. Uh, I remember I remember I tweeted one government circular where it was mentioned that internet suspension. That was end of May. Sorry, that internet suspension would be extended. Now that in a way had gone viral, and I did not say anything. I did not say what really happened in Manipur. I'm very mindful about these things. I will not give out facts which I fear might create tension or fan tension. So that's not the objective at all. And I totally give it to any law and order administration to maintain the law and order. It is their prerogative, it is their forte, and I should not be interfering into it, and especially when it's a sensitive issue. But the day I tweeted that government circular, I realized that people have started talking about Manipur only to realize that they know so little about that state and so little about the violence which has already happened. Uh, yes, that was my first point of realization, I would say. I was not sarcastic, I was not satirical when I put out that circular of the government saying that if anyone cares for Manipur, people were talking about a lot of things. Uh, but I genuinely wanted people to know that this is happening. Uh, and thereafter, I got such great response from the people. People actually wanted me to go to Manipur. After 31st of May, Balasore happened. I covered that. And then people all the more insisted that please come on YouTube and please visit Manipur. And I said, yeah, it's long due. I must go. So I went to Manipur. I went to Manipur with absolutely a clear mind. Haven't seen, I did not follow any of the stories uh, that, to be very honest, I felt biased, which had openly taken names of communities. And I always thought a situation of this kind should have a proper description as what really happened, what is the genesis, without getting into the specifics of each other's blame game. That was lacking. So when I reached Manipur, the objective was to go and give a ground assessment, on the ground assessment. The day I reached Manipur, I don't know how it was, how and why it happened. The day I reached Manipur, I think it was one of the worst days as far as the violence is concerned. And incidentally, that day a politician had also gone. I'm just not taking names. So that politician from a different political party, from the opposition party, had gone there from Delhi. Uh, and trust me, Major Sab, I did not even follow that leader. The leader came. I also came out of the same airport. After I had landed, my flight had landed. His chartered flight was supposed to come. I saw a bunch of journalists over there, and I told my camera person, "Okay, I'm not here for him. So good he is coming, but we have to go and reach out to people and find out these stories." Uh, that's a very conscious call that I had taken. Having started my independent platform, it was a call that I will not be running after the corridors of power. I think the people power is supreme, and that has been neglected the most. There is no point following a leader when you know that there are 10 other channels that would be following him. But if I don't follow one or two stories, which I can, and which I'm definitely sure that others won't, then those stories would be untold. So that was the driving force. So I reached Manipur, I went to Limakhaw, and I found violence over there, firing over there. Thereafter came back, and mind it, there was only one space. There was only one space from where you can upload your videos. Otherwise, the entire city, Imphal and elsewhere, did not have internet. So there was one small arrangement done by the government only for journalists. So I was there trying to upload videos, and then happened another round of violence in the city of Imphal. So yeah, so again, one story after other passed by. First story gave me so much of attention that also, in a way, increased people's expectations from me, and I have taken a vow that I won't disappoint their expectations. So the next day I went back uh, on the ground looking for another story, tried connecting with people, and I realized one thing, that if you are covering a conflict in a state which is so badly divided, you cannot keep yourself static at one place. You have to travel. So I traveled from one place to another place. Yes, even though there was no internet, I cared to switch off my location, mobile location. And but having said that, Major Saab, in the past 1 month, having traveled so extensively in Manipur, many people had many fears. Oh, you're going to a conflict zone. Take care of yourself. Take care of your safety. But having stayed there for about a month and more, I can say that I have been most secured with the people of Manipur around. This side of the barbed wire or that side of the barbed wire, I don't care. But everywhere that I've gone, they've only given me love. They've only cared for my safety. They've only cared to give me food, tea, water, and eventually asked them, "Okay, boss, I'm an outsider. If you can care for me so much, if you can love me so much, why don't you care for each other? Stop this." But again, uh, there is no point in shying away from the fact that there is a deep sense of divide. And honestly speaking, I don't know what would bridge that gap. I've tried doing my stories, putting across the human emotion of suffering, so that people from either side of the wire, they can see and feel the pain of the other and can relate their pain with the other, because they were exactly the same. They were exactly the same. So yeah, I mean, that was the driving force. Um, Seeing people suffer so bad, I I I wish I could have stay. I could stay there for long. I wish I could reach out to each and every person affected. I wish I could tell them that I'm there for you. Doesn't matter if any other channel is coming or not, but I will let your story known to the world. I wish I could just be there with them and share their pain, honestly speaking. And you see it in person, and you cannot not help but get yourself affected. And especially when you're receiving so much of love from all quarters in that state.
Tell me, have you been to Manipur before 31st of May?
Yeah, yeah, many a times.
Many
Many a
times. So
times.
you were familiar with the geography of Manipur. You were familiar with, and you had friends there.
Yeah, I do have friends. I do have friends, in a sense. First time I went there to cover election, second time also election. Then there was another story. Local journalist. They're such beautiful people. They have my number saved. Uh, in fact, somebody said, "Tamal, you are going to such critical places. You take my bulletproof jacket." I said, "No, I can't do that. That's yours." Oh, you will arrange, we will arrange one for you. The journalists out there say such wonderful people. So yes, I've been there, and I've been fortunate enough to come across only good people. Or I think I've been fortunate enough that people have been very good to me. Yeah.
People over there generally are, everyone from every community, every tribe. In fact, I'll tell you my experience, brother. When I was there, the kind of love I got from them, even I still get. I mean, it's overwhelming. Yeah, they're such warm-hearted, generous, loving, affectionate, simple people. Yeah, they are just. I don't know. My heart goes out. When I see that. Tamal, you operated there like a soldier, bhai. I saw your videos. I saw when you were caught in the crossfire, when you were. पहले बात तो ये बताइए मेरे को कि आपको डर नहीं लगा क्रॉसफायर के बीच में when you were stuck there?
नहीं, सच बताओ तो नहीं लगा, क्योंकि पहली बार आप जब फायरिंग की आवाज सुनते हैं तब आपको डर लगता है। लेकिन जब एक रात को 6-7 घंटा आपको फायरिंग की आवाज सुनना पड़े, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो डर खामोशी में बदल जाता है। तो शायद कोई मेंटल सब लेयर्स में डर था, लेकिन डर मेरे को ड्राइव नहीं कर पा रहा था। और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है, मैं उस जगह पे गोलियां चल रहा है ये जानबूझ के मैं उस जगह पे पहुंच गया नहीं। जब मैं उधर पे पहुंचा तो गोलियां शुरू, फायरिंग शुरू हो गया, लेकिन मैं उधर से भागा नहीं। और इसलिए नहीं भागा क्योंकि बाकी सारे लोग भी नहीं भाग पा रहे थे। और ये कॉन्फिडेंस तो मेरे में था कि इस जगह से खुद को सुरक्षा रखने से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है इन जितने सारे लोग उस जगह पे फंसे हुए हैं उनका स्टोरी को अगर जिंदा रहा तो बताना। और मेजर साहब, ये शायद काम मैं अकेला नहीं कर पाता। मुझे हिम्मत मुझे मेरा कैमरा पर्सन से मिला, और मेरे साथ बाकी जितने सारे लोग उधर से हाय हेलो में परिचय हो गया, उनसे मिला। जब उन्होंने कहा कि सर आप डरो मत, फायरिंग चल रहा है तो क्या हुआ, कुछ नहीं होने देंगे आपको, हिम्मत मुझे उधर से मिला। कोई अगर हाथ पकड़ के उनके घर में लेके चले गए तो हिम्मत उधर से मिला। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये हिम्मत तो कॉन्फिडेंस तो आ गया था कि मैं और मेरा कैमरा पर्सन, हम लोग सुरक्षित रहेंगे। और सुरक्षित रह के ये स्टोरी को कहना बहुत ज़रूरी है। अगर उस टाइम हम खुद के बारे में सोचना शुरू कर दे तो शायद वो स्टोरी कहने से रह जाएगी, और वो नाइंसाफी होगी इन लोगों के साथ। अगर मुझे एक दिन ये सहना पड़ा तो ये दिन प्रतिदिन इनको झेलना पड़ रहा है। अगर एक दिन से मुझे डर लगा तो इन्हें, ये इतने सारे लोगों को दिन प्रतिदिन इस डर के साथ जिंदगी गुजारना पड़ रहा है। तो मुझे अपने डर के ऊपर एक काबू पाना पड़ा, क्योंकि मैं किसी और की दुख देख रहा था। And that was way too bigger than my fears and my sorrows, my apprehensions. No, they were women, they were children. Imagine what you do if there is firing happening right behind you. You run for your life. They were mothers, as is the culture over there, had the children tied on their back, and they were running. And then I just told them, दीदी आप ऐसे भाग रहे हो, बच्चा पीछे है, गोली लगेगा तो बच्चे को लग जाएगा। एंड देन शी रियलाइज्ड इमीडिएटली, शी रोटेटेड द चाइल्ड फ्रॉम बैक टू द फ्रंट। बट दे डिड नॉट स्टॉप रनिंग। See, if they did not stop running, how can I stop running? It is my job to reflect what's happening around. My job is not to give, judgments. My job is to simply mirror what is happening. So, honestly speaking, मुझे डर नहीं लगा। और जब फर्स्ट टाइम मैं उधर पे था, मेजर साहब 7 घंटा, लाइक, रास्ते पे फायरिंग हो रहा है, उसके बाद जहाँ पे स्टोरी अपलोड कर रहा था उस जगह पे गया, फिर उधर से क्लैशेस शुरू हो गया, पुलिस दे धराधर फायरिंग कर, टीयर गैस से फायरिंग कर रहा है टू डिस्पर्स द क्राउड। एंड दैट साउंड इज डेफनिंग, दम दम ऐसे आवाज हो रहा है कान में। तो एक टाइम के बाद वो आवाज बैठ गया। उसके बाद जैसे तैसे उस जगह से निकल के जहाँ पे मैं ठहरा था उस जगह पे पहुंच गया। फिर पहुंच के उस जगह की छत पे गया ताकि मैं देख पाऊँ कि क्या हो रहा है। और वो नज़ारा खौफनाक था। जैसे आप देखोगे, रात के अंधेरा है और दिवाली की तरह पटाखे फोड़ रहे हैं, बुम। तो वो चीज अगर आप 6-7 घंटा देख लेंगे तो कहीं ना कहीं आपका वो, आप उसमें इम्यून हो जाते हैं। आप खुद एक सोल्जर थे, तो बॉर्डर में आप जब रहेंगे, फ्रंट लाइन में रहेंगे, एक पॉइंट के बाद आप खुद इम्यून हो जाते हैं। और फॉर मी द ड्राइविंग फोर्स वाज, मेरे डर से कई गुना ज़्यादा इन लोगों की सफरिंग इम्पोर्टेंट है, और इनकी कहानी बताना बहुत ज़रूरी था, बहुत ज़रूरी था।
Wow, that is Tamal. I mean, really, it's so inspiring to hear you. You know, with your thought process and the way you think, and when you open the conversation that as journalists, when they become famous, they are stars and they're not celebrities and they're not actors. Unfortunately, many I have not named, but there are some journalists who are actors as well.
लेट देम बी,
So
लेट देम बी, लेट देम बी।
yeah,
वो खुश रहे, वो आबाद रहे, वो 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 हर एक चीज में उनको कामयाबी मिले। बिकॉज नफरत जो वो फैला रहे हैं, वो नफरत हम उनको वापसी में नहीं देंगे। वो
but
नफरत
one thing,
नहीं दे
brother.
सकते।
One thing. You have no idea. Forget about the the fame and forget about that you're not interested in. You know the kind of service you have done for both the communities. In fact, I mean, you were actually, I could see you as a bridge, and I was very inspired by you. I would say, yeah, here is a man who has not been in the army. मैं तो फिर भी फौजी आदमी हूँ भैया. Who is there on ground? Who is there on ground zero? Who's strapped in a gunfire between the rounds? He's risking his life to make the people reach out with a story because you genuinely love the people. The people have given you love. तो आपने दोनों समुदायों के लोगों से आप मिले, खास तौर से टुडे स्टोरी. I saw your story, a brilliant story with Colonel Sapam. You did that where he was speaking to, he being a Maithei, he was speaking to a Cookie JCO and he was saying, मैं यहाँ से अपने लोगों को समझाता हूँ, आप वहाँ पे अपने लोगों को समझाना, and you are trying to bridge the gap, you are trying to bring in peace. So, and बहुत लोग कहते हैं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि पड़े या ना पड़े, at least we'll have the satisfaction of doing a bit. And you are a role model for many people. As you mentioned, independent journalism, you are a role model for them. आप मेरे को ये बताओ, so how did you find your accommodation and such things? I mean, कहाँ पे आप, you must be living life like a soldier, eating, sleeping, कुछ ठिकाना नहीं. अगला अगला क्या होने वाला है?
देखिए, ठिकाना तो मिल जाता है, ऐसा नहीं है. उसका खुलासा हम नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि जो लोग हमें पसंद नहीं करते हैं वो शायद ढूंढते ढूंढते पहुंच जाएंगे, तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. मैं तो कहता हूँ आप मेरे को बता देना, मैं खुद आ जाऊंगा. आप मत ढूंढो, आप ढूंढने से पहले हम आपको ढूंढ लेंगे, लेकिन रुकेंगे तो नहीं. अगर मैदान में उतर गए हैं तो रुकेंगे नहीं. और if this is a war, then I'll fight it as a warrior. So it's 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 not stopping here from my side. But food, yeah, food was never a concern. You know why? Because सुबह हम लोग ब्रेकफास्ट कर लेते थे, सुबह उठना पड़ता था. आई एम श्योर आप वाकिफ होंगे कि मणिपुर में लोग दे स्टार्ट देयर डे वेरी अर्ली. एंड क्योंकि एक दूसरा वातावरण था उधर, तो 5 साढ़े 5 बजे के बाद तो कर्फ्यू भी ऑन हो जाता था. और पूरा सन्नाटा, अंधेरा है, सन्नाटा है, तो आप काम भी नहीं कर पाएंगे. अगर किसी के साथ आपको मिलना है, बातचीत करना है, तो आपको लोग नहीं मिलेंगे. और हमेशा जो चीज मैंने कॉन्शियसली ट्राई किया, मैंने अंधेरा को अवॉइड किया, ताकि मेरा तो छोड़िए, मैं अपना काम कर रहा हूँ, मेरे साथ जो जितने सारे सहयोगी हो, या मैं कैमरा पर्सन हो गया या फिर ड्राइवर हो गया, जो भाई की तरह ट्रीट किया मेरे को, मैं किसी की जिंदगी दांव में नहीं लगाना चाहता था. यू नो, बिकॉज कोई मुझे नहीं मारेगा, लेकिन अंधेरा में किसी को मैं दिखूंगा भी नहीं. ये गाड़ी प्रेस का है, उसमें तमाल शाह बैठा हुआ है, वो एनडीटी का गाड़ी है, दिखेगा नहीं. तो अगर कोई सिचुएशन में अगर फंस गया अंधेरा में, तो शायद थोड़ा सा ज्यादा हम लोग इनवाइट कर लेंगे, रिस्क. एंड दैट्स अ रीजन एंड दैट्स अ रीजन आई डिड नॉट टेक दैट रिस्क. उस चीज को मैंने कॉन्शियसली किया कि रात के अंधेरे में मैंने ट्रैवल नहीं किया, और कोशिश किया जितना जल्दी हो सके सुबह अपना दिन शुरू कर लूं. और क्योंकि मणिपुर की कल्चर है, और अगर बात करें तो ज्यादातर नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स जितने सारे हैं, इवन ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स, इधर पे सूरज पहले उगता है, इसीलिए लोग भी जल्दी जल्दी उठ जाते हैं. तो दिन हम लोग पहले शुरू कर लेते थे, और ब्रेकफास्ट कुछ सॉलिड खा के फिर निकल जाते थे. उसके बाद तो ऊपर वाला भरोसा, कैसा दिन होगा, कैसे किस हालत में हम लोग वापस आएंगे. लेकिन एक भी ऐसा दिन नहीं गया कि शायद खाना नहीं मिला. हाँ, दोपहर का खाना तो खाने का फुर्सत नहीं था किसी को, जगह भी नहीं मिलता था. चाय अगर मिल गया कहीं पे तो वो बहुत बड़ी चीज है. एक जगह मुझे याद है, एक रिलीफ कैंप पे हम लोग गए थे. उस जगह पे लोग खाना खा के, और उस लंच पीरियड के बाद मैं पहुंचा, और उधर पे एक माँ मेरे को पूछी कि आपने खाना खाया? तो मैंने बोला नहीं, अभी नहीं, वापस जाके खाऊंगा. अब सोचिए, जो इंसान खुद रिलीफ कैंप पे है, जो अपने परिवार के साथ, बच्चों के साथ एक रिलीफ कैंप में है, वो माँ मेरे को पूछ रही है कि आपको भूख लगा है कि नहीं. और उन्होंने ऑफर भी किया कि अ, खाना मैं आपको ला देता हूँ, आप खा लीजिए. दिल से नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर पाया, क्योंकि मुझे सिर्फ, मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि उन्होंने इतनी इतनी ज़्यादा मोहब्बत हमको दी, लेकिन शायद वो माँ है इसीलिए, लेकिन वो मन से एक बेटा होने का फ़र्ज़ भी मैंने निभाया कि उनके हिस्से से मैं नहीं ले सकता। क्या पता कल उनके पास खाना हो या ना हो, मैं तो वापस नहीं जा पाऊँगा। एक जगह मैं हर दिन वापस नहीं जा पाऊँगा, लेकिन उनको ये ज़िंदगी कुछ और दिन जीना पड़ेगा। सच बताओ तो मुझे मालूम भी नहीं है कि वो लोग घर वापस जा पाए या नहीं, और अगर अनुमान सही रहा तो अभी तक शायद जा नहीं पाए हैं, क्योंकि उस जगह पे स्कूल्स और कॉलेजेस में अभी तक लोग हैं और उनके घर ही नहीं है। उनका घर जिस जगह पे था उस जगह को छोड़ के उनको आना पड़ा। नफ़रत की आग ने उनके घर जला दिया, तो जाएँगे कहाँ पे? आप आपको उनका घर बनाना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद आप उनको शिफ्ट कर पाओगे। तो अगर अनुमान सही रहा तो अभी तक वो उधर फँसे हैं और मुझे मालूम नहीं किस हालत में है। और अगर एक माँ मेरे को पूछती है कि आप थोड़ा-सा खाना खा लो, मन नहीं मानेगा। अगर भूख रहा भी तो मन नहीं मानेगा, क्योंकि आई एम अनश्योर कल इनके पास खाना होगा कि नहीं। अगर एक नफ़रत की आग 3 महीने तक जल सकता है, so it will not be an underestimation to think that these people would have to live longer at this relief centers. If people have failed to control this fire of hatred for good 3 months and even more, I will not be overestimating them, or I will not be underestimating them, that I'm sure they will be unable to send people back from relief centers to either to their homes or rehabilitate them. I'm 100% sure they do not have that ability. So food was never a concern. आप लोगों के लोगों के आंसू देखते देखते आप आपका दिन शुरू होता है, दिन खत्म होता है। शायद भूख के बारे में तो सोच आया नहीं। और सच बताओ मेजर साहब, जैसे मैंने कहा कि मेरा बहुत बड़ा हिस्सा और सपोर्ट था मेरा कैमरा पर्सन। हमारे भाषा में उनको वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट कहा जाता है। वो कोई भी हिस्से से हमारे से कम नहीं है। पाँव से पाँव मिलाया, जिस जगह पे मैंने जाना चाहा वो आए मेरे साथ, मेरे को सुरक्षित रखा। और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ क्या है ना, आप जब एक फ़ोन को पकड़ के मेरे को शूट कर रहे हो, तो आप मेरे तरफ देख रहे हो, मैं आपको देख पा रहा हूँ, लेकिन आप अपने जो कैमरा पर्सन है, वो अपने पीछे क्या हो रहा है वो नहीं देख पा रहा है। और उनका भरोसा है मेरे ऊपर, उनका भरोसा है मेरे ऊपर कि उनको सुरक्षित मैं रखूँगा। ना उन्होंने कभी ये कहा कि मुझे भूख लगा है, ना मुझे ये गिल्ट उन्होंने दिया कि शायद भूख भूख के मारे हम लोग काम नहीं कर पाएँगे, आपके साथ पाँव पे पाँव नहीं मिला पाएँगे। He never gave me that feeling. And because I was so blessed with the support and
Just a
uh,
minute. So sorry to interrupt. So sorry to interrupt. There's a comment for you. There are a lot of comments, but this is a comment I can't miss out. It's by a person called Ratna Singha, who's written, I'm very much glad to see the fearless journalist Tamal Saha in your channel, on your channel.
रत्ना जी बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू सो मच। ये ये सपोर्ट बनाए रखिएगा। अ, if I'm independent today, I think I can stay afloat with the help of all your support. Do support our channel Entity by Tamal, and also our website, which is newsthetruth.com, www.newsthetruth.com. I've also kept the name very simple, News the Truth. अगर इसके बाद मैंने कोई गलत खबर किया तो इंडिपेंडेंट होने का एक फ़ायदा भी है, डायरेक्टली पहुँच पाऊँगा आपके पास, आप भी पहुँच सकते हैं मेरे पास। ना मेरे मेरे घर के बाहर कोई सिक्योरिटी है, ना जिस जगह से हम काम करते हैं उस जगह पे कोई सिक्योरिटी है। डायरेक्ट आके थप्पड़ मार के जाइएगा अगर मैं ट्रूथ की जगह पे और कुछ और दिखा दिया। So I've kept the name very simple so that you all can connect and the name resonates with you. And we as an organization, we as a platform, uh, we are born out of a common interest. I do have a small team, and you're all united in that same common interest to let the truth known to people. We're just trying to be the messenger of truth, nothing else. We are not the truth. The truth is the news. We're just being the messenger of truth. So, Ratnaji and everyone else watching, do support us. Your viewership matters, your support matters, and the young people that I have in my team, they would really feel encouraged with your support, because uh, one day I would be gone, as the cycle of life is. But I want, as a journalist, my descendants should be the younger generation, and of course, they should be in a position to tell the story that I would love to say. If I'm not alive, I should still be able to be alive in their journalism. So that's the whole objective, and I want them to be the right descendant, and they can do so with your support. Thank you.
Wow, Tamal, I'm so impressed and I'm so moved and touched. I'm very curious to know who your mentors are, Tamal.
The people of this country,
Very good
the
answer.
they are, I say, they are the editor in chief of this news, the truth. I'm nothing. The people are my mentor. They have taught me as how to run when there is firing happening. They have taught me as how to stand by another neighbor who is in distress. They have taught me as how to not care for your own hunger when somebody else is starving. Because in all these situations, I've only found one person caring for another. So they are my mentor. If my journalism is an expression of care, it is because I've learned that element and art from the people of my country. They are the only mentor I have. And of course, I can't discount the fact that I'm born in a very good family, blessed to have a good team, and also blessed to have the blessing of the Almighty all the time.
My sister Sarah, she's your friend. She speaks very, very highly of you. In fact, she speaks very, very highly of you. And
Yeah,
so ये बताओ मेरे को कि you were telling me the story of when you were in the relief camp and I actually was getting tears in my eyes when this mother who offered you food. I've had similar experiences, when I will cut a long story short. किसी एक घर गए हम नॉर्थ ईस्ट में. मैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट बोलूंगा, आई विल नॉट स्पेसिफाई जीरो इनटू द एरिया बिकॉज़ द पीपल फ्रॉम देयर आर सो प्रिंसिपल, सो कल्चर्ड, सो वेल मैनर्ड, सो सिंपल, सो अफेक्शनेट. तो हम किसी घर गए, उनके पास वो लोग इतने गरीब थे, दे डिडंट हैव टी पाउडर, होता है टी, चाय पत्ती नहीं थी, दूध नहीं था. They, I didn't know all this was happening in the background, okay? So they borrowed tea leaves, they borrowed milk, and they made chai and they served us with something to eat, some snack. बाद में मालूम पड़ा ये जो snack दिया था, it was their dinner. It was what they cooked for the night. And जो chai दी है, that's something which has been borrowed and it's been made. My heart cried, यार. I was like, इतना बड़ा दिल होता है यार लोगों का, इतना बड़ा दिल होता है लोगों का. I mean, like, that is really, it is so moving. So tell me, I'm more intrigued to know because I'm a soldier, right? So I've been in a crossfire so many times, gunfire rather, crossfire क्या बोलोगे? And हमारी drill होती है, we are taught, we are trained for that. Dash down, crawl, observe, sight, fire. ये एक हमारा tactical हमको सिखाया जाता है और वो हम practice over and over and over and over and again, rehearsal practice, we do that. And we have a weapon with us as well. You had, your weapon was your camera, your ammunition was your story, ठीक है. And I think it's a very, very gallant act. It's a very, अगर मैं एक position में होता, I would have given you a gallant reward if had it been in my powers. No, seriously, I think it was very brave of you, honestly.
no, 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 no,
तो
no.
मेरे को ये बताइए, लोगों ने जी.
Don't award me. Watch my stories. That's it. That is the only award that I want.
Right, right. So there are a lot of comments coming in, and but I some comments. I don't want to highlight those comments because the whole purpose is to bridge the gap, to bring peace, and to bring the brotherhood. And of course, Tamal, your stories are genuinely very unbiased and very, very neutral, very balanced, very mature. तो जब लोगों ने आपको डराया कि भाई मणिपुर जा रहे हो, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, तो आपके जहन से उस टाइम पे क्या बीती? यू आर, देयर मस्ट बी सम सॉलिड पैशन टू डू ऑल दैट, व्हाट यू डिड.
अब कहावत है ना, डर के आगे जीत है.
हाँ, हाँ.
अब कितने देर आप रोक पाओगे खुद को? अगर कल आपके घर के सामने किसी के साथ अन्याय हो रहा है, तो मेजर साहब, आपने यूनिफॉर्म पहना है, आपको ड्रिल मिला, ट्रेनिंग मिला, लेकिन हर भारतीय भारतीय के दिल में एक सोल्जर बसा हुआ है. So we all have that fighting spirit. We all know how to fight. We all have that soldier in us. Uh, you can't you can't depend for too long on your fears. And the fact that they were so, I shouldn't be saying this. uh, जिस थाली में खाया उसको उस पे कभी थूकना नहीं चाहिए, एंड आई विल नॉट, एंड आई डोंट बिलीव इन सच टर्म्स, मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया एंड ऑल. बट नफरत फैलाने में लोग इतना इतना इनग्रोस्ड हो गए, मणिपुर दिखा नहीं उनको. महीने बीत गए, लोग मणिपुर के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा था. अरे भाई, एक वो इंडियंस है, हमारे लोग हैं, वो मेरा देश है, और वो जल रहा है, उसके बारे में तुम बात नहीं करोगे तो किसके बारे में बात करोगे? ये सफरनामा, वो सफरनामा, इधर पे ये कौम ने उस कौम के साथ ये कर दिया, आज इसके कोर्ट में आज ये ऑर्डर आ गया, उस पॉलिटिशियन ने ये कह दिया, उस पॉलिटिशियन ने उसका जवाब दे दिया. मणिपुर तो एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था, और ये ठेस पहुंचाया लोगों को. मुझे बहुत खराब लगा कि एक तो चीज है कि आप बुरा मत मानिएगा, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों को ईस्ट, नॉर्थ ईस्ट, साउथ के बारे में ज्यादा मालूम नहीं है, और इसके पीछे जिम्मेदार हम लोग सब है. ये जो कैटेगराइजेशन हमने किया है, ये तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट है, ये तो साउथ है. क्यों? क्यों भाई? क्यों कहोगे इसको नॉर्थ ईस्ट? कौन आपको ये अधिकार दिया कि आप एक ब्रैकेट बना के छोड़ दो, एक रैपर में सबको बांध के आप छोड़ दो मार्केट में? क्यों? हम तो ये नहीं कह सकते सेंट्रल दिल्ली बोल के, सेंट्रल इंडिया बोल के तो कुछ है नहीं, और आजू बाजू जितने सारे राज्य है उसको आप इस नजर से देखोगे, एंड आई थिंक दैट इज primarily responsible for this kind of neglect. Why would you call South? What do you mean by South? What is South? Karnataka is South India, Tamil Nadu is South India, Andhra Pradesh is South India, everything is South India. What do you mean by South India? Say down south Tamil Nadu. बंगाल को बांग्लादेश बोल दोगे आप, इमिग्रेंट्स बोल दोगे, ऐसे तो नहीं होता है ना. काम के जरिए अगर हम लोग लोगों की आवाज ना उठाए तो कौन उठाएगा? एक इंसान पश्चिम बंगाल में अगर ऐसा कोई कौम से हो जो जिनको जज किया जाता है हर समय, अगर वो उन्होंने कुछ किया ना भी हो, उनको सबसे पहले विक्टिम कर दिया जाता है कि वो बांग्लादेशी है, वो रोहिंग्या है. मणिपुर की राजधानी क्या है बहुत सारे लोगों को मालूम भी नहीं होगा. मिजोरम की राजधानी क्या है बहुत सारे लोगों को मालूम भी नहीं होगा.
Arey, I had an argument with that one guy yesterday only. The guy is having a bet with me. So I said, I'm very touchy when it comes to the northeast part of India. And I
No,
am
you say
specific.
that. You say northeastern part of India. There is nothing called northeast India.
No, that's what I'm saying. The northeastern part of India. So because geographically it's on the northeast part of India, right? So I'm very touchy when it comes to a place like that because people are taunted, especially in Delhi. कि भाई कोई वहां से तो I won't want to use those names, but you would know better. जिस तरीके से नाम से बुलाते हैं, कोई अगर नागालैंड से आ गया, कोई अगर मणिपुर से आ गया, कोई मिजोरम से आ गया, जो नाम बुलाते हैं, and my heart goes. I have picked up fights with people on the spot. I'm like, how dare you guys call them like that? Yeah, I mean, and I'm telling you, that is a very, very wrong thing. It is something the society will not change unless and until we change our own selves. हमको about, and as you said, कि we have to speak about Manipur. So this person was arguing with me कि मणिपुर गुवाहाटी के अंदर है.
नहीं, आप उनको बोलिएगा जितने सारे ये पैशन है ना देश के लिए कुछ करना है, बात बात पे सवाल उठाते हैं कि आप भारतीय हो, आप इंडियन हो या नहीं, इसको प्रूफ करने का एक सवाल जो उठाते हैं, उनको कह दीजिए कि आप अरुणाचल चले जाइए, एलएसी एलएसी के एकदम पास में जो एक गांव है जहां पे मैं गया। अरुणाचल प्रदेश एक बहुत सुंदर राज्य है, मैं बहुत बार गया
So
और उधर
where you are, Tawang?
I've been to Tawang, I've been to Kivito, I've been to your Bumla. So I've traveled east and west of,
I started my nursery. I was 3 years old. I started my nursery from Tawang, Tanga Valley, Khirmu, that area.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's one of my favorite states. After this land where I'm born, I love each and every state. But then Arunachal Pradesh is very special to me, and I've spent good quality time over there. And I've figured out there are border villages, जहाँ पे शायद 1960s में वो फ्रीडम फाइटर थे, 1962 वॉर में हिस्सा लिए, एंड देन द फैमिली, द जनरेशन ऑफ दैट सेम फैमिली decided to stay back in that same village in honor of the martyrs, to care for India. And they're young people. उनके भी आकांक्षाएं होंगे कि वो जीन्स पहने, उनके भी आकांक्षाएं होंगे कि वो लेदर जैकेट पहने, उनके भी बहुत सारे अरमाने होंगे कि वो बाहर जाके पढ़ाई करे, लेकिन वो उस गांव में रुक गए। और बहुत बार ऐसे हुआ कि वो फौज के लिए इन्फॉर्मर भी बने। वो बहुत समय ऐसा भी हुआ कि फौज जब एलएसी में पेट्रोलिंग करने गए, वो खाना कैरी किए उनके लिए, ताकि हमारे सोल्जर्स तकलीफ में ना हो। Any helping hand is an additional helping hand, and you don't want to call him a warrior. You don't want to know which state he belongs to. You don't want to know whether his state is in trouble or not. आपके लिए वो जंग नहीं है जो दिन प्रतिदिन हमारे लिए बिना यूनिफॉर्म के काम किए जा रहे, बिना सरहद के एक जगह पे रह के, अपना घर ना छोड़ के, गांव ना छोड़ के, हमारे देश के हित में काम कर रहा है। मैं उनको ज्यादा सम्मान करूं, और या फिर इन लोगों को जिनको काम कुछ करना नहीं आता है और चुप रहना आता है, चुप रहना आता है। अगर कोई नेता सवाल ना उठाए तो वो भी सवाल नहीं उठाएंगे। So
Brother, I'm very curious to know from where did you took formal training in journalism? आप एक institute गए थे journalism पढ़ने के लिए?
of course. There, I did my graduation. I did my post graduation. So yes, I did my. Uh, ये कीड़ा तो था, वो बहुत बहुत पहले से था। ये कीड़ा तो था कि मुझे बनना है जर्नलिस्ट, लेकिन मैं बहुत शुक्रगुजार हूँ कि ज़िंदगी ने मेरे को इस मुकाम तक लाया, एंड आई एम ग्रेटफुल टू ईच एंड एवरी पीपल आई हैव कम अक्रॉस, the channels where I worked, the people I worked with, the camera person, most importantly, in all those channels I worked with. And in some way or other, everyone have contributed in shaping me up. Those who were doing the wrong things, they also contributed. They also taught me things that I should never do, and I will not. So I do admire their contribution also. Uh, they might think they are right, but um, only time would say how right they were or how wrong they were. But
So where did you go to study journalism? You did mass comm.
I did journalism honors from Ashutosh College, which is in Calcutta, comes under Calcutta University, and then I did my post graduation from a private college, which is NSHM, and I did go through my share of own struggle of working in a call center and uh, surviving. So I've done all of that. So
High five, high five. I have also worked in the call center before I joined the army. Gen Pact. रात भर
yeah,
करते थे हम लोग. And it's been such a pleasure speaking to you, brother. It's such a, and you are really a great soul, यार. इतने comments अच्छे अच्छे आए हैं आपके लिए. मैं unfortunately highlight नहीं कर पाया कुछ comments. And it's been such a pleasure and a great learning, great education for me to be in conversation with you, brother. And thank you so much for consenting. I know we were to do this on 5th August, और बहुत से लोग wait कर रहे थे उस time पे. फिर कुछ हो गया, mishap happened, and then you were unwell, and then I
it's
had a
all
bad.
destiny. It's all destiny, Major Saab. There is no better day to connect with a soldier as an independent journalist on our Independence Day. So I think it's all destined to happen that way, and it's just happened. So everything is good when it ends on a good note. So, and by the way, I want to thank your viewers once again uh, for connecting over here, and do connect over our YouTube channel, and of course, as I said, the website, which is www.newsthetruth.com. And as far as the YouTube channel is concerned, keep sharing your love and support over there, because that's all we are asking for. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Major Saab.
Thank you, Tamal. It was wonderful being in conversation with you, bhai. I really loved it. Lots of love. Bye.
Thank you.
Take care. More power to you, your pen, to your journalism, and to your thought process, brother. Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank
Jai
you.
Hind.
Thank you.
And happy
Jai.
Independence Day to everyone.
Happy Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.